Welcome back to my channel, my friends and subscribers, viewers, everyone, wherever you're watching me from. This is the part 2 of Purpose Must Be Realized. Purpose must be realized. Yes, we are all born for a purpose, and everything good is ours. We just have to pursue, overtake, and without fail recover all. Everything that is here is for every one of us to enjoy, even education. And we cannot afford to allow people's mouth to cause us not to dig deep and launch out in the deep so our purpose can be realized. Destiny is calling us, and we have to really prepare ourselves. So, as I continue this journey, did my GED, got my results. What next? What next? Now, don't forget to like and share the videos because I do these videos to impact other people. I want people to know that you're not alone. Whatever you're going through, there's somebody who has done it before you. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So the story continues, the narrative continues, where I start hearing that I need to go to college now, and I'm trying to shy away from it. This little girl gave me the bank book with $1,000. I can't touch our money because I just took my mind off of our money because it's not my own, and I didn't have any plans to go to any college. But when purpose is to be accomplished, not even you cannot stand in the way of purpose. Nobody cannot stand in the way of your purpose because God will do whatever He has to do to get you on the right path. And people can hinder you, but they cannot stop you. I don't care where you were born, even if you were born in a park, hmm? Even if you were born in a taxi or on the floor, because Jesus' birth was really significant, and He was not born in a hospital. He was not born in Lenox Hill Hospital or Jacobi Hospital or whatever hospital, Kings County or my Maimonides. He was born in a manger among the cows and the donkeys. So it doesn't matter where you were born. So now I'm working on a job, and I met this girl, Charlisa. She went to the school that I went to. Um, in fact, she was a graduate, and she was talking to me on the job, and she was smoking and everything, and I couldn't stand the smoke. But the client that I was with, she also smoked, so I tried to like move away from them, but the girl just started to talk to me, and I responded. Because I'm not the type of person. I'm a people person, but I'm not the one who will come and, hey, I'm not the type of person. If you talk to me, I'll talk to you, but I always like to observe my surroundings, see who the people are. You just run. I'll say good morning and good evening, but that's about it. And this girl started talking to me and start talking about how she got the job and where she lived and everything. And come to find out, the girl lived across the street from me, two houses from my house. And I'm saying, hey, this is America. And believe you me, you don't even know your neighbor. In America, you somebody live two doors across the street from you, from your house, and I didn't even know, never seen her, and I've lived there for several years, and I've never seen that girl. But anyway, she was so excited that she lived across the street from me, and she started talking to me and telling me about school. And she said she was the first person in her family to go to college because as a young girl, she used to get in a lot of trouble. But she said she was the first one in her family to go to college. And I said, really, very interesting. I never told this girl that I wanted to go to any college. She just came and she just started to talk. But I know that was a setup, right? So one day, I think it was, I don't remember what day it was, but one day she told me she wanted me to go with her to her church. So, because I don't want to be bashful, I decided to go to, because she smoked like a fish. So when I went to the church, it was like a Spanish church, and as soon as she came out of church, we stayed there for a while. And as soon as we came out of church in the car, she's smoking again. So, she trying her best. She not all the way there, because a lot of people still struggle with smoking and stuff. So it's not something um, that is not something for me to really discuss because everybody struggle with something. All of us struggle with something. But anyway, the girl, even though she smoked and I never liked it, I she was there for a purpose. She met me for a purpose. So she would have called me every day now because 'cause anytime people encounter me, they always want to get stick to me. And me not really like that because me not really want to get close to anybody like that, yeah. So she would call me every day, and talk to me till me kind of get tired of her now. And in fact, she said she's going to take me to the college and she's going to show me how to fill out the financial aid form and the admission form. I went with her, but even though I went with her, honestly, I I never told this lady that I wanted to go to any school. My daughter gave me $1,000 and I didn't even that didn't even interest me. So how come you just come into my life and tell me about me for go to school? Like, who are you? Who sent you? Anyway, I continue. And then there was a time when she would call, I'm gonna answer. Then she call again, I'm gonna answer. And then one next time I will answer. And she said, you heard from them yet? I said, no. I think she figured that I am not so friendly. But till all of a sudden, when she called me about the answer, she left messages, 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 and I never answered. Come say, I don't like to be pushed, and I don't know where this lady came from. She just met me, and all of a sudden, she just had to me about to go to school, and I can't go full out farm. I say, set up from God. Anyway, she stopped calling, and God would never let me sleep. What me say? God will never allow me to sleep. I always dreams of myself I go to school in a uniform and all kind of stuff. Anyway, I continued to ignore the lady. She stopped calling. No, she literally stopped calling. So I had to continue the rest of the procedures. I got accepted in the school. Um, and I went and I did a test because she basically forced me in there. And I went and I do the test and I passed the test, but I failed the math. I said, thank you, Jesus. Them can't say me not try because I pass everything else and I fail the math. So that was it. Hey, thought everybody was going to stay off my back now. My daughter can't say anything now because me not pass the math. Me not good enough then. Feel good now, man. Anyway, after that, maybe like a week and a half passed, I got a letter from the school saying they're giving a crash course, a math crash course, so I should come and attend for a week. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I said, what is this now for me, Jesus? Me can't say me nah go, right? Because I know when me go, me I go fail the math, so me I go get off the hook now. So me go to the school up and registered for the class, and we were there 2 weeks because there's a teacher there named Professor Turner, and he make math so much fun that if I had another 2 weeks, believe me, maybe that me that do a minor in math. You know the way he made it so much fun, you just wanted to do the math all the time. Anyway, I went there and I did the 2 weeks and I passed. So it's time for matriculation now. Hmm. All this time, the Charlies and I know what going on, because through me ease her off, me feel so ashamed to tell her anything because the girl was just trying to help me. But me I try to play proud you know, and I try to act like me not really want to go. But listen, when God has a purpose for your life, you try I go like you're a mule, he is going to fix you. Remember me tell you. You're going like you're a mule and you don't want to move and you're stubborn. God will fix it for you, man. Don't worry yourself. Anyway, no, this is it. I I went and I learned. Oh, Mr. Turner said, well, for many of you, you might not be able to do 12 credits because 12 credits is what is expected. You can do less and you can do more. But he said maybe 12 credits is not for you right now. Some of you can do 6, some of you can do 9. So I did 9 because it had to be conducive to my work schedule. So I did 9 credits the first semester. Trust me, I was so intimidated by the young people coming out of college. So I just feel like, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Anyway, I did an English class, um, three classes I did. I did a PE class and another class. I don't remember the other class. I think it's called. I didn't even have to do that course because it was never needed. It was not for me. It's called student development. Me a big man, me never need that. That are for young people where just are coming to college where them parents have to beg them to do that work. Me never really need a course, but anyway, I did that. If I had known, I wouldn't have done it. But when you don't know. Anyway, the financial aid came through, so everything was fine. Everything was good, man. And in school, and I had a teacher named Professor Melanis. When I told her that I've never been to high school, so um, if I struggle it is because I have not been in school for several years, for 27 years. So when she saw my writings, she would say to me, well, one thing I can tell you is that what you learned in what you got in the eighth grade can take you where you need to go. That's all I needed to know. At one point, she told me, she said, why don't you switch from your major to English? Because my major was social work at the time. But then when I realized what is mandated, I said, I can't do that. I can't do the social work because things that I don't believe in, I'm not going to do it. So I switched my major from social work to sociology. And I'm kind of glad I switched because the social work, there's too much. You take on people burden, take on people problem, and you have to take it home. And I don't really have them kind of, me take me up from me know myself, me I take on people burden. So me just decide, that's enough for me, really. So I did sociology, yes. And I'm in school and I felt good. I I I after I did the first semester, my intimidation of young people just diminished because what I've come to realize is that young people, some of them only go to college because their parents want them to go. Them not really want to go, but even though I didn't want to go myself, but I chose to go at the age that I went. I chose to go. And most of the classes that I had to take, I was the oldest one in the class. Most of the classes, some of the classes we had people all at my age and even older, but most of the classes I took were with a lot of young people. Lots of young people. Some of them call me mommy. Lots of young people. And me used to do my work and get me good grades, right? And one thing I don't do, you cannot call me when me doing my test or asking about what is the question, because you're not going to get me disqualified. You must study because me an old man and me a study, so I don't know why uno can't study. Me in my 40s and me a study. And uno a 50, uno a 20 and 21. And uno no want study. Uno a 17 and uno no want study. So me not go make my teacher disqualify me because me giving you answer. Hmm? Me make sure me read my material multiple times. Cause true me not fast like them. Me make sure I read my something multiple times and me understand and me do my work. My work was very important to me. So I did fairly well in college, right? I did fairly well. Um, I got a bad grade in Spanish because I don't know the language, and you have to do two Spanish, Spanish one and two. The first one, the first Spanish class I did, I got a D. And believe you me hug that up like a man. You know why? Because me poor at Spanish. Me poor at Spanish, me never know it well. And I used to do it in early school, but I didn't think I needed it. So me just do the basics, me not really know much, right? So when me do Spanish 2 now, me get a C. Trust me, me hug that up like a prize. So those were the only kind of bad grades I got. So most of the classes I got A's and B's, A's and B's, A's and B's. And when it was time for me to graduate, I graduated with a cum laude. I graduated with honors. You hear me tell you? Purpose was realized because I didn't even think I was college material, but when I was in college, I was so happy and just felt involved and relevant. I saw me feel, me go to my library, man, and me do my paper them, and me get my books and me read, and oh my God, it was a lovely journey. And me always I think say, well, me couldn't make it in a college because me never got high school. No, go so. If you want to go, you can go and get good grades. And let me tell you something I noticed in college. A lot of people go and then copy them way all the way through. All the way through. But I didn't do that because in my mind, me cannot copy from you because in my mind I'm saying, what do you know? Me have to do my own work. You understand? And when me get any material to study, me study, me study, me study, me study, me study. There's a professor who I loved her so much. Everybody says she tough, but those are the kind of people I like because those people get the best out of me. Malanis was tough, but this one was tougher. And everybody said, don't take her. You can go to another class, another school to do the exam. It's called Health and Disease. Ripley, Professor Ripley. But you know what? When I analyzed the professor, she just wanted to make sure that you're educated. You don't just get a degree and you're still uneducated. She wanted you to get a degree and you are an educated person. The lady gives you all the material the first day of class, and she tells you what she expects, how many um papers she's gonna need from you, three different papers, how many multiple choice tests. She give you the paper where you can study the things. So there's no reason for you not to pass. But some people just lazy and do not want to do the work. And believe you me, I took Ripley's class. Ripley doesn't give A's. I may get a B. Cause if she not give A's, I must a B. She gonna give. I may get a B in her class. Cause me say if Ripley is tough, I am tougher. You understand? Cause me I will do my work. You understand? Once you do your work, you don't have no problem with your professor. Me even carry my grandchildren in my class with me and them well behaved. She get them, she said, oh my God, these kids are so well behaved. Me said they better. You understand? And I went to college when I was 42. 42 years old. I went to college. And God has blessed me with a degree in sociology. You understand me? And I never thought I could have gone. I went back to Bible school now and did another degree in Christian counseling. So going to school for me was one of the most rewarding times, rewarding thing that I did because I didn't know that I would have been able to go to college. But when I came to America, I realized that I could go all expense paid. The only money I paid in college was for the two last semester. And one time I had to drop out for a year. So instead of going for 4 years, I went for 5 years. And somebody said, um, no, 4 years, but I dropped out 1 year, yes. Somebody said to me, if you drop out and I'll come back, me say, attack, you attack. Me know me coming back because I know what I want, but I wasn't able to pay my rent, and I had to go and find a job to pay the rent. Because when I started going to school, I was getting half my salary until I finally didn't have any job, so I was able to do well in school. But then after a while, I needed to find a job. I have to take care of myself, and have to pay my rent. So after I found a job, and clear up some bills, I went right back and I graduated. So if I can do it, you can do it. Never been to high school, but yet graduated from college. And I was very proud of myself. And I just educated myself for me, just to prove people who never believed in me, just to prove them wrong. So, purpose must be realized. So, that is my college journey. Purpose must be realized, and nobody can take what God has given you from you. When God is for you, who can be against you? So I hope this video will encourage somebody. So like it and share it, send it to your friends, and I'll see you next time on Oral Tradition.